Arsenal are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim. Well, decent chance! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
This looks promising. Calafiori, and it's Perez. That's Vieira. Kante did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance! And again! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Ryan really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Perez. Swung over. Saka. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that's well spotted.
Saka really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's found the way through. No way through, so back it comes. Brzezinski, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Arsenal are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Tries to play it through. Played in deep.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Dixon. Now it's Rice. And here's Ødegaard. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Takes a shot. Goal! Arsenal! What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's claimed by the keeper. Calafiori plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Arsenal are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Well spotted.
Now it's Rice. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. So what can they conjure from this one? This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Goalkeeper's done supremely well to deal with that. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And a chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Calafiori. And it's Rooney. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Ødegaard, who's set up one goal so far.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He is through here. And he shoots! It's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Real chance! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Arsenal have scored 2 quick goals here. Conte, still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That is good alertness. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Saka. No outsmarting him this time. Now it's Mbappe. Mohamed Salah. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Rice. Saka receives it in a wide position. And that's a good... Ødegaard! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Arsenal have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead.
Substitution.
Here we go again then. What a throw in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And the shot! Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Brzezinski. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Threads one in, and the through ball. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Perez. Calafiori. He's a sharp little ball here. Ødegaard gets into a good position. Adam shoots! And that's off target. Rummenigge.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And this is Drogba. That has been slung wide. He's got away. DiMarco. And he lines up a cross. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That is ended up in no man's land. Drogba. Oh, well played. And the finish! Oh, extraordinary.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Ødegaard. Gives it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Oh, such a clever touch. Can he finish? Oh, it's come loose. It's a good look. And again. He arrived on cue, but fluffed his line. Rooney. DiMarco receives it in a good position here. DiMarco. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
He gets big. That has been knocked clear. He's having a shot! Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Nicely spread. Now it's Saka. Now it's Rice. Can he get it through? And he's on his way! And he was alert to it. Brzezinski. Rummenigge. And here's the chance to counter. Rice. Ødegaard. He's in a great position. Great chance! And yes, it's there! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Hello everybody, and this is a quick...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Threads one in. Gets into some space. Chips it through. He's being urged to shoot. And smartly reclaimed. Oh, there's a probing ball.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I lad ambitious and adventurous too.
That has been knocked clear. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Saka. He shifted it to the flank. That's a throw. Szoboszlai. It's a pretty loose pass. Saka. Great vision. Ødegaard picks it up out wide. Bebeto looking to penetrate opposition lines. Tomiyasu makes the interception. And it's De Bruyne.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Deep climbs up big! Goal! Barcelona! A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Calafiori receives it in a wide position. Rice, there's the shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Played up towards the front line, it's just beyond his reach. Calafiori can so cleverly bypass the press. He's in a great position here, he's shooting! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then. Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. In with the challenge, Guardiola. There's a searching pass. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. It's a good spell of possession. Decent chance! Deftly away.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
It's a promising position. Saka absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
De Bruyne.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Knocks it out wide. Played in. Oh, well played. And it's Guardiola. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Driving forward. He has found the way through. Now he's off and running. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Rice. Oh, easy pickings there. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Rice.
There will be
It's a good ball out wide. And there's the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Gabriel gets across to intercept that. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Szoboszlai, Barcelona finding their passes. Now it's De Bruyne. It's a goal kick. Rijkaard is there and he can pick it up. Good ball, good take. He gets big. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Tomiyasu is fouled. Szoboszlai looking to add to his goal. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Arsenal still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Vieira. Gabriel. Perez. And here's Ødegaard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's managed to get free. Now, chance, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? Ødegaard. And it's Perez. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
He is through here!
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. De Bruyne. Nicely worked. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Driving on and making good progress. De Bruyne finds himself offside.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 14.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
17, Tomiyasu. Coming on the field, number 10.
Now it's Haaland. Not a deception, his positioning was spot on. Bergkamp, some resolute defending there. Haaland chasing after it. And he's intervened well there.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And here's Saka. Saka. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And it's Rice. Vieira.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Haaland. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Danger averted for now. Perez. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And it's Bergkamp. He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure.
And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Saliba gets it clear. The final 5 minutes. Can he get on the end of this?
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now that's well seen too. Ødegaard. Rice. Ødegaard. Looking for options for movement. Good read, needed to be. And he's there to belt it away. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And he's picked it up out wide. Raul. Rijkaard. Bebeto. Now it's Haaland. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that will be the final act. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated.
ครับเดี๋ยวขึ้นไปเปลี่ยนให้
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively. But it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter. And it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Saka gets flagged offside. (26th of May 2005, Istanbul, and one of the most famous of all famous comebacks in football. And this man was its catalyst.
Well, come to think of it, Peter, he has a fair share of famous comebacks over his career, but if you think context, this has to be it.
3-0 down at half-time, and his header just after the break sparked that extraordinary miracle against one of Europe's finest teams, finest defences. It is, of course, the legend, the leader, that is Stevie G. Robertson. Conte. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Roll! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Takes it. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that's the keeper's ball. Veron is always scanning the pitch for targets. An instinctive delivery. It's out for a goal kick. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Perez. And he's in on goal. Turns and goes back. He's having a shot! Goal! Arsenal! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Arsenal have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Robertson gets into a good position. Deflected behind for a corner kick. PSV with the corner, they're first. Veron plays it short. Cross from... Header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this. And
he shoots! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your neck.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
15 minutes till half-time. Passing is crisp and sharp. Aimed beyond the defence. Out to the left it goes. And across it goes. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Perez.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That could spell trouble. Always onto this. And this is Batistuta. And it's Robertson. Robertson got a long way forward to join the attack. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Perez. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Rijkaard. Bullet. Now it's Batistuta. Veron. Raul. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! With half-time at hand. Perfect timing. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Gerrard. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Turns back here, probably the best option. Perez. He's in a great position here. Perez proves just a little bit too strong. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Arsenal head into the half-time break
Hello,
with a
everybody,
narrow
and please
advantage.
join
It
me
is
in wishing
2-1.
a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan club members.
And we're underway again. Over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Triol. And it's Rijkaard. And it's Zanetti. For Veron. Raul. Nicely weighted ball.
Shot a goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
And he's there to belt it away. Knocks it back. Rijkaard. Looking for a runner. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Triol is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Ødegaard. Gerrard, very much a man of this moment. It's a searching pass. Oh, smashing header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Zanetti. Pull it. Conte. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Pull it. And it's Rijkaard. Not the most accurate pass. Perez. Now it's Saka. Oh no, this does not look good. Rice. Great vision. Oh, that was vital. Pull it. Raul. Played into space. Oh, delightful ball. And he can clear it away. PSV have it back and can go again. Rice plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He is through here. In comes the corner. He can get that clear. Stood up well to him there. And now they can spring out of defence. Couldn't squeeze it through. Perez. And that's going right the way across. Now it's Saka. Ødegaard. And the shot! Gerrard. Now it's Raul. And it's Zanetti. And it's Gerrard. Robertson. Gerrard thinks about the shot. Shapes to shoot! He scored! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And that has left him in a heap. And here's Perez. Ødegaard. Calafiori. It's Perez. Tomiyasu. Played out towards the right wing. And Dixon. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Perez going face-to-face with his great rival.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Batistuta does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Zanetti. And it's Rivaldo. Now it's Rooney. He's a sharp little ball. Oh, what has happened here? In by Hullet. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Saka. And it's Ødegaard. And that's really well manoeuvred. And the referee brings it to a close. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Now it's Inzaghi. That is a great pick out. And can he finish? Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And it's Vieira. Closing in on goal. He's had a shot!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Might be shooting chance! It's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to catch.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Takes a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Saka! And yes, it's there! And that brings up the century. Goal number 100 for one very special player. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So is this the start of a comeback? And this is Del Piero. Played back in. Oh, that's superb. Ronaldinho finds himself offside. And it's made its way to him. Inzaghi is herring after that one. It's a pretty loose pass.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Calafiori. Rice. Arsenal finding their passes. Over to the left. And back. Back into the middle. Tomiyasu crosses it in. Pickford claims it. Safe hands. Now it's Ronaldinho. That has not gone well. That's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
เฮ้ยเข้าบ้านเข้าบ้านเร็วมาเร็วก็จะมีชีวิตหมาแบบอยู่ไปเลย พักที่อยู่ข้างบนครับ
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The Urbano Caldera, it really is a wonderful place to be. A ground graced by some of the greatest in Brazilian football, heroes and legends. And already we're underway here.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
That has been cut short. Rice. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Good ball, good take. No way he was going to let him past. Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's David. McKennie.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Looking for a runner. Dovbyk is flagged offside. McKennie. Santos finding their passes. Played out wide. Santos applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. Ødegaard. He's going to be disappointed with that. That's a cute ball. Somewhat off target. And he's gone searching crossfield. Looking for options for movement. And here's Ødegaard. And it's Rice. Oh, well played. McKennie. That's a little off target. And here's Saka. Rice. Vieira. David.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Dovbyk. It could be in here. Dovbyk unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Timber. Oh, that's well spotted. And the return pass. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Perez going face-to-face with his great rival.
Santos are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Neither side giving way, it has been tight. McKennie. Tomiyasu. And it's Rice. Played towards the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Perez. He's picked his way through. De Gea claims comfortably.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Dest. Barkley. Dest. Now this could be a chance. And the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Santos! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. And he's only too grateful to capitalise. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Defending was strong and firm. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Now it's Saka. That's very neat. Oh, good-looking ball. Chance! And that was probably asking just too much.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Dest. And it's Barkley. Couldn't squeeze it through. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Gabriel makes the interception. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Arsenal still trailing by one and looking... Can he finish? And that would have been some goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
McKennie. That has not gone well. Threads one in. Dest. Now Barkley. Now it's David. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rice was steaming forward. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well timed, excellent interception. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Oh, good ball! Plenty to aim at here.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Barkley, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's David. Passing is crisp and sharp. McKennie goes looking wide. Alvarez. Udogie. No, he's not getting any further than that. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now there's a fine chance, surely! It's in! Arsenal are level. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Arsenal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Alvarez. Dest plays a sharp little ball here. Here comes great chance! Goal! Santos! And again they hit the front.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Santos take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And they can counter here. Vieira. Time is running out here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Distributed tidily. Gehi cuts out the pass. Udogi. Now Arnautovic. Now it's Dovbik. Lookman. Now that looks a decent ball. Lookman picks it up out wide. That's a good ball out wide. Dest. And the number on the board is 3. Oh, that is... David! What a save by David Raya! Oh, he's been caught on it here. That is good alertness. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins...